We're here today with Mark Shepard, a managing director and founder of Apollo3D. Good morning, Mark.
Hi there, Andrea.
Hi. I got a few questions for you, and it's based on Apollo3D's expertise and experience. Well, how has the usage of 3D evolved in the years, and how useful is it for companies, especially in the real estate industry?
It's something that is continuing to grow. It was originally seen as something that's nice to have, but now it's a necessity. We've seen this across lots of different industries in terms of everything from showing somebody around a wedding venue, right through to how a factory looks, to an empty warehouse, to a shopping centre, literally anywhere you want to show somebody a place. The virtual tours and the technology supporting that is what we're seeing the growth in now. And on one of the questions about real estate, that as well. Initially, estate agents, particularly on the residential, slightly apprehensive of the technology, thinking that there's going to be a lack of engagement with a potential buyer. What you don't want to do is lose somebody before you've even spoke to them. But with the technology so good now, and we've got extra things that we layer on top of that to help people talk. So I can be an estate agent and I can actually have a virtual walk around of a property together with a potential buyer, which in the old world, you couldn't do that. And that keeps that engagement that they're looking for. So that in itself is helping the growth of virtual tours and the 3D experience.
Absolutely, especially during the lockdown where everybody had to be at home. Well, you need to figure out other alternatives in order to get businesses continue to strive and continue to build on their businesses. Yep. What new technologies are you working on now, and how can these or new techniques can expand into or onto new industries?
Okay. When we talk about virtual tours, one of the things that people used to think about is a bit like Google Street View. You have an image, you spin around, you click, and you jump somewhere else. And in its basic form, that is a virtual tour. What we've got is we've moved that on quite a few levels. So you actually walk through somewhere and enjoy everything to see at any position in there. So you're not just forced to see a series of photographs, albeit 360 photographs. So during that journey, the technology allows you to fully experience the space, the dimensions, the layout. We create a really nice dollhouse so you can see how buildings sit together. You can see what sits above you in different floors. We also then bring that technology together with area maps as well. So you can see how a particular building sits, for example, a campus, how that all comes together. So we've done work across Manchester University, Leeds Beckett University, so you can bring together the 3D in a mapping side. The other really neat piece of technology that's just evolved and really come to life over the last 6 months is the ability to call virtually staging a property. So in the old days, a couple of years ago, in the old days, people used to bring in the furniture and make somewhere look nice and then put some new lamps in there, take pictures, etc. You can still do that with a virtual tour, but we can do that digitally as well. So we can change the look and feel of a building. And one of our really nice experiences we've got as well is I talked about wedding venues earlier. You can walk into one of our tours that we've done in an empty wedding venue, and then you walk forward a couple of steps and suddenly it's laid out for an evening party. Move forward, it's laid out for a celebration or a ceremony. So even if you physically went to that place, you would not get that experience. And that all that together just makes it much more an immersive kind of experience. So that's some of the tech that's coming along, and we're continually pushing the boundaries of what's possible. We've created the world's biggest 3D model with our technology in both a hotel size and a huge shopping centre that we've done as well, which again is being used not for marketing that shopping centre, but for the facilities and the management of that shopping centre. So looking at how they can send an engineer into a particular part of it and get them directly to where they need to go. Just creates efficiencies right down to even how to clean it.
Excellent. Well, I was on your website earlier today, and you did mention something quite interesting: 3D to boost a company's marketing. Do you have a case study to back that up?
I do, yes. We've got, when people think about the 3D marketing aspect, it's always particularly seen as a bolt-on or an add-on. What it really can become is core to the marketing, and utilize the content that we create and bring together the other things that have already been created. So whether it has been photography or video that's already been paid for, we can use that within our spaces. So we've got many different cases where, for example, Green King, large pub owner across the country, very quiet at the moment given the situation. One of the things they wanted to do, it was internal marketing, looking at it slightly differently. And they had a series of what they would call a really good job looks like in terms of a setup of let's say a bar, a small type of bar. And we scanned that, and then they were able to use that internally to ensure that the rest of the business were then aligning their rebuilds and new premises to the style of what's there. And obviously companies like that are using, a huge contractor base as well. So different suppliers, but it gets them all on the same page. So that's an internal kind of marketing.
Yes.
We've got the external marketing, which worked really well. So for example, we've got a company who's a new wedding venue, Alexander Weddings up in North Yorkshire. They've got a beautiful setup there, and their marketing has been evolved around our 3D tour. So we looked at what we can create for them. Then they've even rebuilt their website to maximize the use of the 3D tour. So that company are then able to take people around in a way that their marketing virtual tours.
That's pretty impressive. Well, thank you very much, Mark. It's been a pleasure to have a chat with you. And if you'd like to know more, please contact Mark Shepherd at Apollo3D, or just go on the website, there's quite interesting things on it. And there's also some videos I've seen that looks quite amazing.
Thank you. Yeah.